Highway Desperado Tour. A lot of stops. We'll get to that in a second, but everybody say hi to Jason.
Hi, Jason.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Hey, we're pretty good. A lot of listeners are calling me a liar, and I'd like for you to lend your voice to this. Tell them if I'm a liar or not. And I don't give specifics, but I do say that you're such a normal, like a dude, that we're in the same restaurant near the mall, and you're just sitting there, and I just go over and be like, what up? And then we finish talking, and then we just eat our food. And they're like, there's no way Jason Aldean's in a public place like that just eating food. What would you like to add to that, Jason?
I mean, I got to eat.
Exactly. I told him that. I told him you need nutrition. And I said, Jason doesn't show up with security. There's no big... him and his wife just come in and eat like normal people, but people do not seem to believe that you do normal person things.
Well, who was that? I saw Eddie at Chuck E. Cheese one time.
Yeah, man.
It's like he's targeting where we are, though, just so we'll say it's normal. Maybe he does nothing normal except he has like a private investigator know where we're going. That's what it is.
That's funny.
So
I don't know, man.
do you ever check in under your own name, though, if you're going to call and, I've seen just walking around the mall before, but if you're going to go eat somewhere, do you go, yeah, we'll take a reservation for 2, Jason Aldean?
We'll only pull that card if they tell us they're full.
Has anyone ever then said, yeah, no, we're still full?
I don't know. Usually our assistant or somebody will call them. So we rarely go out, man. We're homebodies.
Mm-hmm.
We really do like to stay home most of the time. And then, my wife, like probably most women, loves going to the mall. So that's where we saw Bobby at.
And
but for the most part, man, we hang at the house and kind of hang with the kids and do that kind of stuff.
Jason's Highway Desperado Tour 2023 starts. Tickets are on sale now, by the way, at jasonaldean.com. Starts in July, runs all the way to October. This is a lot of dates. So tell me, for example, you have Mitchell Tenpenny, who we know well, but Corey Kent. You're taking Corey Kent on the road with you as well as one of the openers. Like, what's Corey Kent about?
You know what? I've never met him. He had a song or has a song called Wild as Her that I heard and just really love the song. And so every year when we're putting the tour together, we try to find openers that I like, just something about him that I dig. Mitchell and I were supposed to tour together back, I think in 2020, the year everything kind of got shut down for COVID. He was going to go out with us that year, and we never got to do that. So it'd be cool to have him out. And then Corey was just somebody that I heard and loved the song that he had out. I've never met him, but looking forward to being on the road with him.
Listen to that. He just heard a song and said, hey, come on the road for a whole year.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Did that ever happen to you early in your career where somebody asked you to go out and be, an opener just because they were like, dude, your new songs are really good, so come on?
I don't know. I mean, I opened for Rascal Flatts, McGraw, and Brooks and Dunn and all those guys when I was on the way up. And so, I don't know how those things came about, but I just know it was a big opportunity for me and, a big sort of stepping stone for my career to go out and play in front of a big crowd every night when I only had, one hit or maybe 2 hits or something. So it's a big deal for a new artist to come out on a tour like that and give them a chance to shine a little bit.
41 cities, the Highway Desperado Tour. Tickets are on sale now at jasonaldean.com. You have 27 number ones according to the list that I found. How many 20 of those can you play in a night, though?
I don't know. We typically try to play, I want to say we play like 24, 25 songs a night. Obviously some of those are going to be some of the newer songs that maybe, aren't number ones yet. But to me, it doesn't really matter if they're number ones. It's more about how they fit in the set and what I think people want to hear and what's going to keep the atmosphere good on a show night and while I'm on stage. So, Hicktown was a song that I think peaked at number 9, and we've played it every night that I've ever done a show, I think. So number ones are cool, obviously, but that doesn't always mean they translate live.
What is on your phone lock screen?
I think it's a picture of my wife, and then you open it up, and I have my kids in there.
Do you switch? Does it go, you're Jason Aldean rock star, people loving you from the stage, and all of a sudden you get home and you're like, now I'm a dad and I got to do all this dad stuff, and you love it, but it's like, why am I clean? Like, I was just a rock star like 3 hours ago. Now I'm cleaning up like poop in the corner or something.
Yeah, you get over that quick. You just know once you come home, you got to check that at the door.
Jason Aldean's on with us. We're going to end with this segment. This is uncomfortable questions from listeners that have sent us. Question number 1 that's uncomfortable. Does Jason Aldean regret any of his tattoos?
My very first one, I do. I have it now. It's covered up. But I think when I was 18, I walked into a tattoo shop in my hometown in Georgia, and they have stuff up on the wall, and I just picked out something on the wall and went, yeah, I want that. And then as I got older, I'm like, that's really stupid. And and not only that, but it was just a really bad tattoo. Like the guy that did it, he must have just started that week or something. And so I ended up having to get a guy to cover it up, and that's really the only one that I regret a little bit that I would have done different. But none of the rest of them.
Uncomfortable question number 2. Generally, what's the most expensive cowboy hat that you own? Like, how expensive do they get, even if given to you?
Here's a funny story, man. So the hat that I wear, has kind of become a little bit of a trademark now. But when it first started, I was doing a photo shoot, I think maybe for my first album. And so I went and I was going to go get like a new hat and, just to kind of look cool or whatever. The problem was I was broke. So I went into the store and I bought the one I could afford, which was a straw hat that was like $50. And that's the one that kind of became a little bit of a trademark and ended up, now I have a deal with Resistol where I have my own line of hats. But my hats, the ones that I wear, aren't that expensive, man. They're like $50, and it all started because it was the only one I could afford at the time. Final
question is, can Jason Aldean fix things at his own house, or does he hire people?
Depends on what it is. There's some things I'm good at. I can fix all right, and there's some things that I don't have a clue about. So if it's something I don't know about, I'm not a guy that's going to work on it and make it worse. I'll just call somebody.
Yeah, I don't fix anything. I only hire people, or call Eddie, because I fix nothing.
I got you.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Okay, here's the deal. Tickets are on sale now. The Highway Desperado Tour 2023. Friday, July 4th, it starts in New York and then up East Coast, but all the cities that this show is in. I mean, Jason's all over the place. I hope you guys get tickets. Massive show. Jason, I appreciate the time. Hope you sell just millions and millions of tickets, and I'll see you soon, my friend.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all for having me.
See you, buddy. There he is. Jason Aldean, everybody. Yeah!
It's about